Number 5. I had an interesting night last night. I had a mate that I went to TAFE with call me yesterday, in amongst me trying to upload yesterday's videos. I called him back and ended the phone call fairly early because I had my partner trying to call me. So I tried calling him back, didn't get through. Then he called me back, and we were on the phone last night for about 2 hours. Just talking about everything that's gone on, and some of it was good, some of it I was getting really pissed off at. And then, towards the end of the phone call, my partner jumped in the car and went for a drive. She was upset with some of the things that I said in my last video. And I explained to her that this video isn't for me to bash anyone, verbally or anything. This is for me to get out what is in my head that I can't write. I can't sit down and write a diary. I can't sit there and type. I can't. Every time that I've tried to, I can never word it the way that I want, which led me to doing these videos of now I'm talking it, and I'm giving myself an avenue and an outlet, but I'm also holding myself accountable for what it is that's eating at me. And my friend tried to get it out of me, and as I said to him, I don't know, which is why I started this. It's a way for me to get this shit off my chest, get it out of my head, so that I'm not sitting up at all hours of the night thinking, what the fuck is wrong with me? And one of the things that we got chatting about was the fact that I've never forgiven myself truly for what happened to my friend Jake. Is what it is. And it's something that's going to take a long time. It's taken many years to get to the point where I can talk about it. But since Jake, I have never truly trusted anyone. We go through life, and there's a handful of people that we could turn around and say, I trust this person with my life. That I could close my eyes and fall backwards off a bridge and know that he's going to be there. He or she. Since losing him, I put a lot on myself. Because I haven't been able to trust anyone. For some people, that's a pretty piss poor excuse. For others, they can understand it. I'm not expecting anyone to agree with it. I'm not expecting anyone to understand it. I'm not expecting anyone to truly give a shit. I am myself. I know how I feel. I know what I go through. I live my life. I do have some positives in life that I do treasure. My problem is I focus on all the negativity. Because throughout all the crap that I have gone through and all the bad things, and I spend so much time looking at that, and because of all that crap, I sit here at 28 going, what the fuck have I got to show for it? I've lost all my photos, I've lost all my shit because of shit that happened. So I'm very slowly getting myself to a point where I can start looking at the positives and start moving forward. The idea is that 12 months from now, 6 months from now, whatever the time, I can come back and look at these entries and go, that's how I felt. This is what set me off. This is where I'm at now. And I'm not expecting this shit to take off with anyone. This is as much as it's an escape and it's my way of saying, you know what, it's okay to talk about this bullshit. It's okay to admit that I don't have anyone to talk to because I don't trust anyone. Because I don't trust anyone, I'm putting it out in public, so I don't have a choice. I'm expecting to be scrutinised. I'm expecting... I sit there and I expect to see really shitty comments or people just don't really give a shit. I don't care. If you click and you watch these videos, thank you. If you've had similar feelings, let me know. The idea of the Facebook page that I created was a safe space for people to be able to talk about what they're going through. So I'm trying to lead by example. I'm talking about the crap that's going through my head. I'm talking about the fact that I don't trust society, and I go outside and I'm looking at people thinking, I'm going to get into a fight. I'm either going to end up in prison or I'm going to end up dying. What I didn't expect was my partner to flip out the way that she did. So I have to take that into consideration. I wasn't expecting the video yesterday to be as long as it was. I got rolling on a tangent, and you know what? I didn't want to stop. Today's video might not even be as long. I don't set a time limit. I don't set a format. I just... whatever it is that has happened, that is eating at me, that's what I'm going to talk about. So the fact that I spent 2 hours on the phone to a friend arguing these points and admitting that I've got no fucking idea what's going to happen to me once the settlement's done with my workers' compensation claim. I've got no fucking idea. I've got a criminal history. I've now got a workers' compensation history. I'm pushing a shit hill up a fucking shit mountain with no arms and no legs. I have to come up with an idea on what the hell I'm going to do for work. And because of all my self-doubt, I got no fucking idea what I'm good at. I can do shit around the house. That's about it. Even then, I still don't think I'm very good at it. I try and talk myself up. Doesn't work. I sit down and I play video games, so I'm okay at that. I can't make a living on it. I can make grass grow, that's about it. I hate gardening. And I can't get back into personal training. Because I hate people. And because I'm like that, I get better. It's stuff that I'm trying to change. As I explained to my friend and my partner last night, I'm on these meds and I'm seeing this psychologist because I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be the person that my partner deserves. I want to be a happy person. I want to be able to go out in life and not think, what the fuck am I doing? Taken a long time to get to that point. And it's probably going to take me a lot longer to figure it out. But they're the steps that I am taking. They are the things that I am doing to better myself. Some people don't agree with it, and that's not my problem. I have a life that I have to live, and I'm choosing to try and better it for myself. I say that I'm doing it for my partner, but the honest truth is I am doing it for myself. Admitting that has been a massive leap forward for myself. Before it was always, I'm doing it for everyone else, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm trying to do it for myself. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm proud of myself. That when my kids, if they ever see these, they can say, wow, Dad was really fucked up, but he got better. Now, I love my friends. I've got one friend that I haven't spoken to since having an argument in regards to the yes or no vote in regards to the gay marriage. I had my reasons behind it, and it's purely because of all the bullshit I went through when I originally separated from my wife and wanted to fight for custody, and nobody wanted to help me in any way, shape, or form. To this day, nobody wants to fucking help a dad. Woman can turn around and say he was abusive, he's a drug addict, and we have to prove that we weren't and that we aren't. They can turn around and say that we fiddled around with our children. They can coax the children into believing it. And we have to prove otherwise. We could fart the wrong way and end up in prison because a woman didn't like it. Some people say that is so far-fetched. Other people will turn around and say, you know what, he's got a fucking point. We breathe the same air that they do. Back in the 60s or whatever it was, when women were fighting for equality, they've won the equality, but now they've gone to a whole new fucking level where now they are the ones that are dictating what we have to do. They are dictating where we have to line up, how we line up, how we dress, how we smell, how we act. And as men, we just turn around and say, okay. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I'll just be a good bitch next time, I'm sorry. And a lot of us men are fucking tired of it. We want to be able to have a life with our children. We want to be able to be happy in our relationships. When the relationship falls apart, women automatically believe that they are entitled to everything. And that we are on a level so far beneath ants. And that is where we have to stay. We don't deserve to have a relationship with our children. We don't deserve to be able to have time in their lives because we were the ones at fault. Some men out there are lucky and can prove everything dot for dot and win. Those men are so far and few, you could probably count them on your hand. I myself ain't one of them. I wasn't abusive. I never hurt my kids. I gave them a smack when they were wrong because that's how I was brought up. I copped ass whoopings left, right and centre. Half of them I deserved. Half of them that I didn't get, I should have got. Didn't make me out. It didn't make me out to be any better than what I am. That's how I was brought up. But the one thing my mum and dad turned around and said to me was, it's okay to smack your kid, but it should be one smack. It should be hard enough for them to realise, I fucked up. I ain't doing it again because I don't want that. That was it. One smack. Not across the face, an open hand on the ass. My son's life, maybe 3 times I did that. Society dictates, and it's more the people that don't have kids, that are in these snobby fucking areas making all these fucking multi-millions and thousands or whatever dollars in these fucking fancy cars that believe that they have the audacity and the right to tell people that have kids that have to live every day for the next 20 odd years with these kids. These single people that don't have kids believe that they have the right to tell us how to raise our kids. Let's have a look at the fucking breastfeeding thing. I don't give a fuck about it. If a kid's hungry, you feed it. If I'm hungry, I'm going to feed myself. If my baby is hungry and he or she is being breastfed, go for it. That's what boobs were invented for. If they're bottle fed, you feed them. But society turns around and says, ew, no. Are you the one that's eating the boob? Are you the one that's getting milk? Are you the one that's hungry? No? Then stop fucking looking. Stop getting your nose out of fucking place. There was a thing on Facebook and the news in Queensland a few months back where a father took his child to the baby room to go and change a nappy and feed him. And this mother had the audacity to turn around and call security because she felt intimidated over the fact that there was a man in the parents' room. Not the women's. No, the parents'. I've taken my son into the parenting room several times at a shopping centre to go and change his nappy. I've also been the guy that's in the middle of changing his son, and a woman trying to change her child has realised that she forgot fucking wet wipes. And I've turned around and said, you know what, I've got plenty in my bag, by all means. I've had women help me. Because the first time changing my son's nappy on my own in the shopping centre while my partner was at work, I freaked out. I'd only done it a handful of times at home, and even then I still fucked it up. And there's my son squirming and being a pain in the ass, and you're just wanting to get some straps and strap him down and just still. Didn't work, and this woman was laughing and she goes, my husband had the same problem. And I learnt to distract my son and talk to him and everything, and it ended up being an amazing time. That fucking cow that had to go at the guy because he was doing what a parent does, there are so many fucking women out there with this whole idea, this epiphany, that they are better than us, that they can do more than what we can. No one person can do anything more than another. There are some things that some people can do better, and there are some things that you yourself can do better than them. But the one thing that we all have in common is we are all fucking human. We are all entitled to a bad day, and we are all entitled to have a chance. Now, we're all entitled to our own fucking opinion, and I'm not going to sit here and debate otherwise. But when your opinion starts to dictate that you feel the obligation to turn around and ruin someone else's life to the point where apparently this guy has refused to take their child into a parenting room ever again on his own. I'm sorry, but that woman needs to be pointed out and be ostracized and made to feel like that guy did. The whole time that I was able to start seeing my kids again, the whole 2 years, every day I phoned ECP, I was told that because when the second team got involved, because I was the man and I walked out on my marriage and I walked away from the kids, that I would never be considered a viable option for my son and daughter to spend any further time with. that I had to live with an hour once every 4 weeks. That's how I had to live. Because women have this idea that men can't do it. I have spent most of my life saying that I'd love to be a single dad to prove every one of them cows wrong. I'd love to have my children come and spend a weekend with me. Hell, I'd fight every fucking day of my life if I could. But I had to come to a realization that unless I win lotto, I don't have funds coming in that would entitle me to be able to have my time in court. And even then, with the crap my ex-wife's doing to these poor guys, getting pregnant and then fucking them off, and now she's probably going to stop this new guy from seeing his son. And I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for the children. But our society has allowed her to do that and given her every fucking right. And she's going to sit there and pull this crap. Poor me, I have to raise 4 kids. Well, I'm sorry. You feel entitled enough to take child support from two guys, soon to be 3. You feel entitled to be on a fucking Centrelink payment. You feel good enough to be on that payment and get 20 grand a year, if that, while everyone else has to go out, work their ass off to lose a third of their fucking pay in child support because you don't want to turn around and give an equal opportunity to the other parents. Because you feel entitled, you feel that you're the one that has to do it, but you're going to sit there and say, I'm a single mum and I have to raise 4 fucking kids. No, you take child support, you ain't a fucking single mum. You brought that on yourself. You hit me with the VRO, then you did that to the other guy. Because all of a sudden, oh, my mummy and daddy are going to come back in the picture, and then when you lost the kids to DCP, you tried to swindle me. For years, I was so bitter because of that. Because of the crap I was told by the courts, because of the crap I was told by all the illegal people that I spoke to, because of that, it took a long time to be able to go out in public and trust women. For a long time, I felt that I didn't need a woman. The only thing that I can cook, I can clean, I can do what I need to. What do I need a woman for? To fuck. And you know what? It took a friend to turn around and can finally get me to sit down and realise I was never going to make you happy. You and I were never going to get back together. Now all the problems I'm having with my current partner is because I'm now having to do so much on my own that I feel trapped. Today I'm angry. I'm also nervous because tomorrow I have this meeting with work covering my lawyer and supposedly my employer. But for a majority, I'm angry. And I don't like being angry anymore. So I'm going to end this one today on that note. Hopefully tomorrow I'm in a better mood. Hopefully tonight I get a somewhat decent sleep. I don't like having to fucking go to bed at 11 o'clock trying to knock myself out with these meds and playing games on my phone to try and knock me out. I'm hoping to go to bed relatively early. I've just been to the doctors and gotten a new script, had it filled, got my new meds. I might play some Zelda. Yeah, today I'm not happy. Last night I was worse. Today I'm not happy. So this ends number 5. I'll see you all tomorrow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I said in the last video, because I'm going to be spending more time uploading videos there. I'm going to be doing more short videos to kind of give you an idea on what I'll be talking about on Facebook. I'll probably, as I said, I'm going to start that probably closer towards the start of the next month. But for now, I'm going to keep trying to share it on both. Yeah. Catch you all later.